Hi Virgo, it's Meg with Padmes. I'm doing your mid-month love reading for August 2020. Doing it from a little bit different of an angle this month so you can see the cards. And I'm calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. The Virgo Collective. And this is for anyone with Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Virgo. Here we go. Virgo, what is going on with you in your love life? Energy around you in present time for August 2020, the rest of the month. And what do we have here, Virgo? Well, the first thing that I'm noticing is your heart of the situation, and it looks like somebody had some kind of come to Jesus meeting, or some kind of you spoke your truth, or somebody spoke their truth in order to like get it all out on the table. Like anything that you were holding in or holding back, something finally needed to be said in order to clear the air or go forward, and that happened. So I'm over it. This is not okay. This is not okay behavior, or my feelings have been hurt, and in order to move forward and clear out your heart space, you had to say some things that maybe sounded unkind, or you had unkind words spoken to you, but it feels like something that needed to be said, or something that somebody felt like they needed to say for a long time, happening now and into the near future. There is some deep self-reflection and contemplation and seeing the truth, what you needed to see, whether it was about somebody else or whether it was about yourself. Some kind of truth came out, Virgo, and it wasn't sugar-coated. Let's just say that. The big picture is talking about graduating, moving forward. It's talking about walking through a threshold. It's talking about moving to another level, leveling up. Release the idea that there are themes and patterns that are hidden, that no longer serve you. They aren't hidden. They have come out into the open. So whether this is recognizing somebody else for who they actually are, like, you know, people show you their truth. They show you who they really are. Someone's either done that, or someone has spoken a truth to let you know how they feel about you or something that you've done. And now it's like, there's nothing hidden. There's no hidden agenda now. It's all out in the open. So if there was a hidden agenda, not no more. It's out there. So your present timeline is talking about some kind of halt in the pursuing of your dream person goal, like the pursuing of your dream person. It's like there's a halt here. Your dream person has some kind of a putting you on hold, or you're putting them on hold somehow. But something has stopped, and even the trajectory is like there is some upset. I almost feel like you have done this, Virgo, like you have told somebody no. Your advice is talking about too, like not diving into grounding into something and taking a strong hold of something, not committing to something right away. And because you're not committing to something right away, there's some kind of disappointment. This could be you not committing to something right away, or saying no, not yet, or it could be somebody else saying that to you, but there's upset. I'm also hearing that there's a disagreement. There's some kind of disagreement. Your higher self is talking about not wanting to wait anymore, and your angels and guides are talking about, seriously, what's next? Moving on. Clean cups. Queen of Wands reversed in I have resistance to this. So I kind of feel like someone has showed their true self, and your resistance is to someone who's sassy, someone who's maybe even unkind, or said unkind things, or was unkind, or you found out some things that made you realize that This person isn't exactly what you thought they were. Unkind. You put a stop to who you thought was someone wonderful, but realized, whoa, there's something else going on here that's not matching me or matching my integrity or matching what I want in my future. And there's a big moving on. The big picture is like, I am moving on to something better. That's what this is too. I'm moving on to something better. I am hearing safer and solid, safer and more solid. What is that about? If you felt like you were like backtracking or falling backwards or moving backwards or like running around in the same circles or the same argument, it's like going around in circles. Your angels and guides are like, no more of that. No more of that. Okay, Virgo, I want to look at the Lenormand and see what's going on in the trajectory. Okay, so literally, that can be, this is about a child. But usually what this is about for me is something brand spanking new. Even though there's been some sadness and upset and disappointment, something new is on the horizon here. That's definitely on the horizon. That's in the trajectory. There's a new, and this is even looking toward the future and looking to something new and not wanting to go back to the old things or the old way of being, the circles. Looking at something new, a new opportunity coming in. I want to see what's going on with you, Virgo, in you're happening now and into the near future. And this is friendship. This is some friendship. This can be kindred spirit, but it is friendship. I want to ask about friendship because that's not my card for complete romance right off the bat. Yeah, but it is emotional fulfillment. All right, magpie. Yeah, this is more like buddies. Buddy. This is more like buddies. So happening now and into the near future, this is like spending time with friends. Spending time with friends before you start thinking about romance differently. But then you do have this trajectory of romance coming toward you. So I want to ask for some advice, more advice. So even your advice initially is like, no grounding into anything. Don't make any commitments right now. You can just take some time to do you, boo. Okay, and then this is planning for a big change. So it's having this idea that you're going to be planning for a big change. I know it's like taking a sabbatical, even though you know that there's something that's going to change and it's going to be huge, but you have time to plan for it. And this is your advice. So it's like, okay, I know there's going to be change in the future and I'm taking a rest right now. I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm relaxing. Yeah. And I'm tuning in. I'm tuning into my highest and my greatest good, my divine purpose. I'm relaxing and I'm getting aligned back. I'm getting myself back together in alignment with the universe. I'm getting my flow with the universe back. It also seems like you may have come to a realization about all of this, all these shenanigans that have been happening because you have some good friends that are helping you through this. I want to ask your higher self a little bit more. Yeah, you have some serious passion. And this can be passion for people. It can be passion for other people. But this is also like your highest and your greatest good, like your potential, your purpose. And it also feels like there's a need to be with someone who shares that type of purpose with you. There's also a need to find someone who you have extreme chemistry with. But this is chemistry, physical chemistry, but this is also like passion for life type of chemistry, the same focus. You need to find someone who has more in common with you. Okay, Virgo. I'm going to ask the romance oracle what is going on for Virgo. In August 2020, what does Virgo need to know? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency. I want to get a magpie oracle for that one too. And here's a little clock. Little clock, along with codependency. I feel like this has to do with, it's like you're giving yourself time to party, to relax, to enjoy yourself, to be with your friends. And it's on a time clock. Just like your advice here, Virgo, it's like, okay, I'm giving myself some time. I'm planning for it. I'm taking this time to align and do what I need to do. Because ultimately there's a big change that's occurring, a big change. It even feels like a new relationship. And I'll have myself together at that point. It's like your alarm clock is going off, or like your bookmark in your timeline that we place there before we even come into these bodies. Like little spots of fate, spots of destiny. You're like, okay, I'm having fun for a little while, maybe being a little lackadaisical, but then there's a particular time when I'm turning that off and I'm turning this on. It's like the bookmark is here, I reached it, and now things are moving and changing. It's like you're aware of it. Also, keep an open mind, Virgo. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. This is a new relationship. So we're also seeing the time clock in a child. Keep that in mind too, Virgo. It might be time to find someone who has something completely in common with you. If you are wanting a child, for instance, you need to find a partner who wants one too. All right, Virgo, keep me posted and let me know how the rest of your month goes and if this resonates. And I will talk to you at your Tarotscope in September. Have a good one.